Hello, beautiful artists. I am having just way too much fun. And interestingly, I bought all these Tim Holtz products from ink sprays to these distress watercolor pencils, which is what I'm going to show you today. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not kidding. I think you will be as obsessed with them as I am. They cost me a lot of money, but I had to buy them. And then once I use one set, I now keep continuing to add. As you can see here, I've got 4 sets. I just ordered today 3 more. So what I wanted to show you though is, number one, their colors. Not that this means anything as far as quality, but I love that they thought about this. This is a distress set. It's a watercolor pencil. You can put these in a sharpener, but I've just been using them like this. And there's going to be all kinds of ways you can use these. I'm going to show you one way today. So the color I'm using is Festive Berries, and these are in kit 4, by the way. Ground Espresso and Mowed Lawn. So aren't the colors fun? Like, that just tells me something about who created these. I've been using a water brush with these because my water brushes are just a little bit stiffer, and I like that. You can use them as a crayon. That's perfectly fine. You're going to get this really textured, fun look. I wrote the names of the colors here, and the reason I did that is I want you to see how transparent they can be as well as vibrant. So watch this. This is just a little bit of color. Or water, you guys. Look at that already. I mean, is that the most beautiful color you've ever seen? Oh, I love it. So let me go to the next color, which is Mowed Lawn. And then I'm going to show you how I used them in this little painting. So I kind of went over that and spread it out, but let me put a little bit more. You can use them right off the crayon as well, which I really love, because if you were sitting in a car, you know, I bring my paints all the time with me. And if I was passenger in a car, I could totally play with these without making a big mess. So there you go. Look at that beautiful. It's almost like an apple color, isn't it? And then we've got, let me get that off. Ground Espresso, which I'm just going to take right off of here. Ooh, this reminds me of those browns I love in the My Lang palette, the Van Dyke browns and the different browns. But you can see here, so vibrant, incredibly rich and lustrous and creamy. But then look at how they kind of wash out with water. Wash out in a good way. I mean, pull out. Look at how beautiful. So we're going to use those 3 colors for these wonderful little cherries here. And I'm going to show you something that I think is really fun. I'm just going to use these 2 colors. And what I'm going to do is, when you use the opposite of a color, meaning opposite on the color wheel, so these are direct opposites, they kind of become muted. So what I'm going to do here is color the shadow side with the green. Then what I'm going to do is, once that dries, I'm going to go over it, glaze over it with the red, and watch what happens, you guys. It's so cool. It's going to create this beautiful shadowy effect. Now, I could add in some yellow here if I kind of wanted to brighten it up, but let's see what we can do here. So, oops, not green, not brown. So I'm going to use this, and be kind of careful. So this is wet right now. I might even wipe that off. I don't want it too wet. See how creamy those are? Wonderful. And by the way, if you do sharpen these, you can sharpen right through this. Okay. So let's go ahead and shadow in an area here. Let's see here. Let's shadow in this area here. So I'm going to go over this, just a light coloring in, and you can do this directly off the pencil like you saw me do a minute ago if you wanted. I'm going to shadow in kind of right in there. And then let's shadow in on this side, like that. And you could even use them, you know, just like a pencil, a watercolor pencil if you wanted. But you know, I'm a watercolor artist, so I'm going to use them with water. He's got all kinds of products too. This guy's, I've been watching his videos. He's pretty interesting. He seems like a really cool artisty type guy and doesn't consider himself really an artist. He just likes playing with color and inks and creating these products, but he's pretty fun to watch. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and just color this in with my water. Look at that color. It looks like an apple, doesn't it? A green apple. There we go. Love his colors. They're really pretty. That was kind of the first thing I ever noticed. And then, like I said, hopefully my hubby isn't watching this. I've spent a fortune on these, you guys, because I got really hooked. Wouldn't it be nice if he saw me and said, hey, can I gift you some of these? That would be great. Let me get inside here. There we go. Okay. So I've got that green color. Now we're going to go over that with our red. So let's make sure that dried because I don't want to reactivate that. I'm going to just give it a quick shot here. They dry pretty quick. Just like that. I know a lot of you, by the way, were talking about these, so then I had to order these, the Neo colors, so we'll see. But I really think I'm going to like these Tim HOLTZ. I'm sure those are good too, though. All right, so let's go over the green, and what you're going to see is it's going to create a shadow effect over here. So let me just do that. And to be honest, I didn't even practice this, you guys. I just kind of went for it here. So I'm crossing my fingers. I don't disappoint. There we go. Get nice in there. I think I'll leave some white spots here. Let's see. How about if we leave a white spot right in here? Okay. Oh, I can't wait to try this. I just had the idea in my head. Like I said, I didn't even try this out first. So crossing my fingers, this works. Oh yeah, look at that. It works perfectly. There we go. So remember, you know, if you ever want to create that shadow effect, think about using whatever that color is, its opposite, and see what you get. Let's see. Let's just keep going here. I've been using this water brush, but you could definitely use, you know, a regular brush. Let me grab my little one. This is my 2. I think they'd all be great. I wanted something just a little stiffer. Look at that. So see that shadow you get there? There we go. Love it. I think I'll even put another glaze of the red over that. But look how pretty that is. Excuse me. Let's try the other side here. And I want to, you know, as I keep working with these, I really want to do more lifting and some things like that with these, because I think that's going to be really fun. So let's do the other side like this. Just see what difference there might be. definitely, if you do it directly from the pencil, I feel like there is a little more saturation. I can get a little bit more color on my paper. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see if we can soften that line. Ooh, okay. That was the other thing I tried the other day. You can really soften these colors, kind of blend them out like this. Look at that. Let's see if now maybe I might have added too much, but let's see here. Let me try and soften that edge. Oh, it's already kind of softened. So that was one of the things I noticed was with these compared to maybe my other pencils, I could really, number one, I could re-wet them like you're seeing me do right now. And I didn't have as good a luck doing that with my regular watercolor pencils. So they re-wet really nicely. I'm not sure how he did that, what that formulation might be, but I did notice that. So this one I colored first. This one I applied the paint after. Let's see if we can get just a little. Let's do this. How about if we wet this? Oh, let me get that off. Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Just like watercolors. See it blending there and moving outwards? Wow. So I feel like, even though I wanted you to see the difference here, but I can't stand it. I feel like I want to blend this out a bit more. So there we go. That blended. Oh, I was going to color over that, wasn't I? Oh, well. So there you go. Isn't that so fun? Oh my gosh. You're going to be seeing me use these a lot, probably to the point where you're like, oh my God, is she using those again? Let's do the stem here. I'm going to add in, I think, a little bit of green to that too. So let's just color. We could even do some red in there. And then I might as well just go for, let's see, this color is fossilized amber. Maybe in there. Ooh, we could maybe even use a little yellow in here. I don't know. I'm playing now. Let's see what that does. So first, I'm going to just go, oh, look how nice that blends. Like, I don't even have to really have much effort. It's just blending, moving, because it's so creamy. It's just moving really easily. Let's blend in that yellow a bit. You're going to be seeing me use these a lot. I'm loving these. I'm going to save up and get a number of his other colors because they're just too fun. All right, well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me tell you what color this is, fossilized amber. Ooh, look at that. So, so pretty. I'll write that in. Look at that bright yellow. But then look, it comes out and look at how beautiful it pulls out. Let me write there in case you refer back to this. Fossilized amber. Ooh, okay. And let's see, did I use another color? I think that was it. So I hope you give this a try. If you'd, like a sketch of this little cherry drawing, I'm happy to share that, but you could probably draw that yourself. And these are the Tim Holtz. I'm not sponsored by him. He hasn't sent me products. These are things I'm kind of doing on my own. But I really wanted to share that with you. The last thing I was going to try, let's see if this works. Because I added some here on my own. Wanted to see if I could glaze like that. Yep, there you go. So I really like that ability to do that. I think that's pretty cool. Let's add in, let's see, maybe a little yellow here. I don't know, I'm kind of playing now. So I hope you guys give this a try. Remember always, you are an artist. You are an artist wherever you're at. Just keep telling yourself that and play, have fun. I'm gonna add some green because that will make it a little bit shadowy, those opposites. Play with opposites, mix your colors, have fun with different mediums. And I'll be right here giving you lots of hopefully fun, helpful tutorials. I'll play with that a bit. And, you know, just have fun. You are an artist. Hop on over to Patreon. I do have a free membership there. I'd love to see what's going on for you. And we're having a lot of fun over there. All right, everybody, I'll link below these, the Tim Holtz 4 sets I have. And I have some more I just ordered. And when I get those, I'll share those with you too. All right, happy painting, everybody.